name is Yuri from Mouse, and we are on the new Ferrari 296 around the famous motorcycle circuit Jerez. Interesting track. We can use a lot of road everywhere, so make sure to check what lines we take around the track. A lot of fun to drive. Should be good fun to race as well. Temperature's not too high, so the car has decent grip. Without further ado, let's get a look and the lap and how we do it. Last sector. Running race fuel as usual. New 296 this season. Very stable car, feels like a good all-rounder. And on this track, it's a very famous motorcycle track. We've been running the motor layout. And what that means is that we can use a lot of curb and a lot of runoff everywhere where we are allowed to. See that here. On the entry and exit of turn 1, and you'll see that around the track. Like just after the bridge. You can see that here as well. As long as we keep 2 tires on the curb, we are allowed to take that line. Should be just about flat on the kink here. All the way to the left side. Really easy to understeer off here. And again, 2 tires on the curb. If we're allowed to use it, we will use it. Left side here again. Just after the 100. Open up the corner here. Should be easy flat. All the way to the right side. Speed up here. We don't want to be running all the way to the right side on the exit because we want to bring it over to the left side. And again here between the corners. Use all the road that you're allowed to. Small lift before the kink here to try to get a bit of rotation in. The last kink should be just about flat. And we brake just after the white line. Again, use all the entry road that you can and a bit more. 2 tires on the curb on the exit. And that's the lap around Jerez and the 296. Let's have a closer look from the outside how this looks like. Alright, so here we are from the outside. Let's have a closer look at the lap. And again, all of this left side here on the curb is very, very flat, which means that we can use it as racing surface as long as we keep the inside tires on the curb, which is consistent all around the track. So the racing surface will be inside tires on the curb as the furthest limit. We're braking with the left side tires, even on this blue runoff here, it's just tarmac, which means it will just be grippy. Open up turn 1. Make sure to not go in too fast, so you're on throttle before you get to the corner exit. Keep the rotation in. Again, 2 tires on the curb. Want to be looking at the bridge here. Braking just after we cross the bridge. You can look at the shade, but the shade of course changes depending on the time of day. So you need to be looking at the bridge to get like an exact point. The corner here, you want to make sure that you're not going in too fast. Get a bit of rotation in so we can go on throttle early. And we want to be on throttle early because the next 2 left-handers are just about easy flat. Again, right side tires and inside tires on the curb is enough to not get the off track. So even though we're all the way on the inside here next to the white line, we will not get an off track for this. Same on the exit here. And you want to really open up the corner as much as you can here because it's just about flat out depending on your setup, your fuel load, and the temperatures of the track, of course. Make it to the inside. Again, it's close to the grass here because it's just about flat out. Again, on the exit, 2 tires on the curb will not be an off track. Then we open up the corner as much as we can again with the inside tires on the curb. Try to make it to the inside quite late. And that way we can make sure that we carry speed through the corner and also get a good exit. Again, 2 tires on the curb will not be an off track, it's consistent around the track. We brake just after the 100 here. Make sure you turn in late. Grab a late apex, get a good traction out of the corner. Because the next corner again, it's easy flat. Now we need to make sure that we're open up the next left-hander as much as we can. So 2 tires right on the edge of the curb. down 1 gear from 4th to 3rd gear, and then a very low inputs on the entry here. If you're braking too much, the car will understeer. Not braking enough, the car will also understeer. So low inputs into the corner, try to keep the speed up. We want to make sure that we're not using all the track on the right side here, because then it's too hard to get back to the left side and open up the next right-hander again. Again, 2 tires all the way on the runoff. I'd like to open up the corner as much as we can by keeping 2 tires on the curb only, off the white line. Same on the exit. Now the car tends to understeer a lot here, so we want to open up the corner as much as we can. Small lift before the corner here. Small lift before the corner will make sure there's weight on the front and the car starts rotating. So you want to make sure that you lift before you get to the apex and not after. Yeah, 2 tires on the curb, consistent around the whole track. Last kink should be flat. When we get to the last corner, I brake just after the white line, just after the 100. Make sure to open up the corner as much as you can. Again, late apex to get a good exit onto the start-finish straight. That's a lap in the Ferrari 296 around Jerez. Right, so there we go. Another fun week ahead of us in the GT3 Sprint Series. Should be good to drive, good to hot lap especially. A bit hard to overtake, so your qualifying laps will be really important. Make sure to avoid those off tracks. Keep the 2 tires on the curbs everywhere. Really consistent around the lap. It's nice. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys for the track guide next week.